What's crack-a-lackin'? Welcome in to My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Show.
Welcome into another episode of My Mind is a Weapon Fantasy Football Podcast. I am your host, Sleazebomb. Sorry for the late start today, guys. Coming back from Vegas, everything's been a nightmare. But I will try and get the rankings out, either if I do them tonight or tomorrow. This is going to be the kicker and defense's top 10 ranking here, plus one streamer each. What I like to look for in kickers, we're going to look for grunge matches. We're going to look for high implied point totals. And we're going to look for these quarterback injuries because, my goodness, through 4 weeks, the injuries in fantasy football, dude, it's almost like whoever stays healthy is going to be the champion at this point. It's become absolutely ridiculous. But before we dive into it, guys, make sure you tap that thumbs up, hit that subscription button, turn that bell on. I will be live tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We are back in town. We're going to get it back rolling here. If you guys haven't checked out the Guys FF Discord, make sure you do that. It will be pinned in the comments and it'll be in the description as well below. And then if you guys haven't signed up where I drop all the pick'ems on drafters.com, make sure you do that as well. And then you can double your initial deposit all the way up to $100 and you can draft with us. I'll be live Friday doing some drafts. And then you can see our pick'em tickets and everything. And guys, I'm 5 for 5 on my locks, one a week. And I hit 7 of 8 slips last week. It was absolutely insane. So make sure you tee up there. Now let's take a look at the top 10 kickers and defenses heading into week 5. So if you guys are new to the channel, this is my kicker and defenses board here. Kicker tier 1 at the top, kicker tier 2, then the streamer in the middle, and then down at the bottom, defense tier 1, defense tier 2, and the defense streamer above that as well. And remember, guys, 4 teams are on a bye: Falcons, Bears, Packers, Steelers. Make sure those kickers and defenses are out of your lineups. And what I look for here, we're going to dive into and talk about, and I'm also going to show the rankings as well. But what I look for, high implied point total games. I'm looking for defenses that are locked down in the red zone, that give up a lot of field goal points, and these massive injuries to quarterbacks that you can just find value of kicker grunge games. So that's what we're going to dive into here. Now, kicker number 1, this should be the easiest one every single week. I don't think it's ever going to change. And the matchup, guys, is the best there is in fantasy for a kicker. Brandon Aubrey faces the New York Jets. Guys, the New York Jets ranked dead last versus the kicker, giving up 14.5 points per game. That is exactly what you want. Brandon Aubrey, easy starting kicker point there. And you got to look at the high implied point total as well. So, I mean, we'll bring that up here as well. Let me get to it here. 47.5. I think this can be more than that. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game here. And you saw, what they did with the Packers. You got to love Brandon Aubrey every single time. Number 2, man, shout out to Big Draft Energy. My brother, Spencer Schrader, has been an unbelievable kicker this season. You're going to get the Las Vegas Raiders. And guess what? The Raiders rank 4th worst versus the kicker, giving up 11.2. This is going to be a smash spot for Schrader. The game is at 47.5. This guy should not be on any waiver wires. He should definitely be picked up at this point. Kicker number 3, and this is what I'm talking about with those implied point total games, which is going to be low. And then we're going to look at the kicker versus a backup quarterback here, which I expect the Houston Texans to win this game with Lamar Jackson out. You're going to be going up against Cooper Rush. But the Baltimore Ravens, they rank 21st, giving up 9.2 points to the kicker. That's exactly what you want. And this is like you look at the spread here. This is what I'm talking about, 39.5. That's very, very low. That's the lowest of the week. That means grunge kicks, grunge game. That's what I look for. I like Kyrie Fairbairn a ton in this game. Number 4, still the old man, Matt Prater. We're not going to get Tyler Bass back this week, it looks like, but make sure you're paying attention to those updates. He did go on IR. I think he's going to be a week 6 return as of now. This is a 49.5 over-under game. You're going up against the New England Patriots. The Patriots defense versus the kicker is still, they do rank number 4 overall, but when you're playing against the Bills, that never matters to me. This offense is high powered. That's what I'm talking about. You want these offenses that move the ball and score, even if it's extra points. Every point counts. Kicker number 5, Cameron Dicker, the kicker, going up against the Washington Commanders. They rank 15th versus the kicker. They give up 8.2 points per game to the kicker. You've seen the Chargers offense. You've seen what Herbert does. The over-under in this game is 48.5. That's the second highest, tied with 49.5. The teams that are all tied. So gotta love this game here. Cameron Dicker's always a top 5 kicker. Let's be real. Number 6, Jake Bates with that wobbly 50-plus yardage last week made me nervous, but he got it through the upright. You get the Bengals, 49.5 over under. The Bengals defense we all know is absolutely terrible. They rank 11th versus the kicker right now, though, giving up about 7.7 points per game. But this is a high-powered offense. This is going to absolutely steamroll through the Bengals. We just got to hope that it's not like 6-7 touchdowns for the Lions here, because they are going to put the beating to the Bengals this week. Number 7 is one of the best kickers in football with this defense, and they're kind of struggling to get in the end zone. So you're looking at the Seattle Seahawks. They're at home. They play better at the 12th man. We'll talk about the defense when we get there. Looks like there's no Bucky Irving in this game as well. Mike Evans will be out as well, so both their studs in the running back and the wide receiver position are going to be down. So again, opportunity is going to be there and more. The over-under is 44.5. Tampa Bay Buccaneers currently ranked 15th, giving up 8.2 to the kicker. And I like Jason Myers a ton this week because they are at home and they play better at the 12th man. Number 8, and we just got the update, so I just had to change these rankings literally midway through right here. So Brock Purdy, Juan Jennings, and Ricky Pearsall will all be out. Brandon Ayuk is still on IR. Kittle is on IR. It's going to be CMC out there by himself. It's going to be very, very rough. Rams, you got to love Cardi this week. I mean, you got to look at the over-under. Should drop a ton with the update. Like, if it's still there, take the under. I think it was like 48. It dropped to 45.5. So both these teams 3-1, NFC West battle. Every point's going to count, but man, my Niners are in trouble. I'm taking the Rams heavy in this game. Number 9, Harrison Butker, Monday Night Football, going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars, the biggest fraud 3-1 team there is. The Chiefs are going to smack them in the mouth in Duval. I'm not buying into any of this nonsense, the Jaguars. And that's not because they beat my 49ers. That's just the offense looks terrible and they're winning games. The over-under 46.5. When you're going up against the Jacksonville Jaguars with a kicker, they rank right now number 2 at 5.5, but their games have been so ugly they haven't played anybody, and you saw the Chiefs' powerhouse offense come back to life last week. Kicker number 10, Chase McLaughlin, averaging 18 points over the past 2 games with 16 and 20 at kicker. You're going up against a very tough defense in Seattle. Like I said, the Seahawks, they're grimy. They're at home. They're very, very good. It's going to be a tough red zone going, especially with no Bucky, especially with no Mike Evans. So probably more field goal opportunities, I would assume, in my opinion, right? Seattle ranks 11th, giving up 7.75, and the over under 44.5, low implied point total game. That's what you want, and McLaughlin's been on a heater. Streamer time, number 11, Chad Ryland of the Arizona Cardinals. If he is on your waiver wire, he is a sneaky play this week. You get the Tennessee Titans. You saw what Kyrie Fairbairn did last week. Right away, 2 field goals at the gates. Tennessee's defense is very good in the red zone, but they rank 19th versus the kicker, giving up 9 points a game. And we've seen the Arizona Cardinals offense struggle. Yeah, you got Marvin Harrison with the electric catch last week, but still, I like Chad Ryland a ton if he's on your waiver wire and you don't have any of these top 10 kickers. Moving on to the defensive side, let's keep it rolling here. We're going to start off with number 1, and again, this is a grunge match that I'm targeting combined. So this is your across the pond in London game, 35.5 over under total for this game. That is horrendous. That is a great time to smash here. And I know Myles Garrett didn't practice, but I'm assuming he's going to be out there. Carson Wentz versus Dylan Gabriel. Vikings at number 1. Browns at number 2. This is going to be a defensive slugfest game. Very, very ugly. Very low scoring. That is what you want for defenses. And these are my 2 favorite defenses heading into the week this week. Number 3, we're going to move on down here. And this one's tough, right? So you got to love the matchup, right? You look at it, you see the Bengals, and you're like, oh my God, everyone's smashing the Bengals. He's throwing interceptions. They can't score. I do like all of that, but you also got to realize that the 2 starting corners, Terry and Arnold and DJ Reed, are both out for this game, which is going to open it up for Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. We hope with Jake Browning, right? We hope. So, yeah, I love the pressure that they're going to get with Hutchinson, and they can't block anybody on the offensive line. But again, they are down their corners. So this one, I love the Lions, but it's temper your expectations with the corners. But again, I don't trust the Bengals. So it's like, I'm going to put them at 3 because they've been so trash. So when you're looking at the Detroit Lions right now, dude, they rank number 2 on defense. They're absolutely lights out. They've 137 points allowed as well. Very, very good defense. They've also had 4 sacks and 2 interceptions to go well through 4 games. So they're going to get after Jake Browning for sure. Number 4, Monday Night Football, Kansas City Chiefs. I do not like I said, I do not trust this Jacksonville Jaguars offense. I just can't. Now, look at BTJ. Look at Travis Hunter. Shane Waldron, the quarterback coach. It's shambles. Travis Etienne's look great. The games he's had, it's going to be a tougher matchup against KC. I think the Jaguars are just going to get mopped out the building in this game. And when you're looking at the over-under at 46.5, yeah, it's there. But they got to be like one of the top ranking teams here going against the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Chiefs have 7 sacks and an interception on the season as well. Moving on to number 5. And I don't like the defense at all. I do not think they're a great defense. But you get the Tennessee Titans. I mean, what else do you want? The Tennessee Titans are 0-4. They've been changing play calling coaches. Calvin Ridley a little banged up. No run game. Nothing. Absolutely nothing going for Cam Ward. It looks terrible. And the Cardinals are favored by 7.5 in this game. So you're probably going to get a pick from Cam Ward. You're probably going to get a chance at some sacks. At some, it's just, dude, the Titans offense, man, is just like so bad. So that's really, really rough to even, bring it up. But the Cardinals do have 13 sacks on the season, which is absolutely bonkers. So they're going to get after him. They rank 4th in sack rate as well. That's very, very good. And 1 interception. Number 6, moving down to tier 2. And again, you got to target the quarterbacks that are hurt. And the Texans still have a good D either way. So Houston Texans defense, I'm going to put at number 6 here. And they're going up against Cooper Rush. It looks like they're going to be going up against. That is a gold mine. They are going to be blitzing the house. They're going to be sending everything they have. The Texans do have 10 sacks, 3 ints, and 2 fumble recoveries, so they're getting turnovers on defense. That's what you want. Got to like the Texans this week in a game against Cooper Rush that is going to be just like gross, man. I don't even want to watch this game with him at quarterback, and it's 39.5 over-under. That's very low. That's what you want. Here we go. Number 7. My 49ers just getting dumped on with injuries, man. You got to like the Rams a ton. You got no Brock Purdy. You got no freaking Kittle. You got no Ayuk. You got no Jennings. You got no Purcell. It's going to be CMC by himself. It's going to be rough, man. This is going to be a smash play for the Rams. We talked about the spread here. And when you're looking at the Rams D, they get after you. I mean, they give you 8 sacks, 2 interceptions, 2 fumble force through 4 games. That's great. That's a turnover a game. That's what you want on average. They're in trouble, man. My Niners are hurting. Number 8. You always got to target the Saints offense. I mean, why would you not? The New York Giants, I know their defense hasn't been great. They've had tough matchups, but you get Spencer Rattler. You got a nasty front 7 that gets after you. You got the team hyped up with Jackson Dart coming off a win. They're going to get even more amped up. They did lose Neighbors, which hurts. Prayers up to Neighbors. That sucks, but 41.5 over under. I'm taking the Giants to win this game too. Number 9, Seattle Seahawks at home. 12th man. This defense is very, very good, guys. They're making a statement. They're bringing back like the Legion of Boom style with a young team here. And when you're going to get this matchup, it's like, are the Bucks really 3-1 Bucks, or have Baker Mayfield just made great plays coming back? And now they've lost Bucky. You're probably going to see Shaun White, mix up in the backfield, or Shaun White, mix up in the backfield there. Over under 44.5. You got to like it with the studs out of Mike Evans and Bucky. I wouldn't have put them here if they weren't down, by the way. Number 10, just a good defense overall. I don't care who they're playing against. That they've earned it. The Chargers, yeah, they didn't play good against Jackson Dart, but they still held him to 111 yards passing. This defense is absolutely nasty, and they might get Khalil Mack back. I haven't seen the update yet, but they've got 12 sacks through 4 games. That's 3 a game. They've got 3 interceptions and 2 fumble recoveries. That's 1.2 turnovers a game. This defense gets after you. JD5 first game back. They're targeting that knee. You might have Terry McLaurin and Debo out there still. This defense is just a damn good defense all the way around. Streamer time. So if you need a defense to pick up that might be on your waiver wire right now, it's going to be the Indianapolis Colts, led by Vanilla Vic, Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes. Now, why do I like this defense? Well, because you're going up against Geno Smith. Geno Smith is declining like I've never seen. Like, this guy looks so good in the first week, and then all of a sudden he's just throwing 10 to 12 balls into double, triple covers, trying to throw interceptions every single game. It's so gross, man. 47.5. Colts favored by 6.5. Yeah, Genty got loose last week, but Genty got loose last week against a very good matchup versus the Bears. Not a good matchup here for him. They're going to have to throw against the Colts. The Colts have been good versus the run, and if the Colts get ahead, it's going to put the ball in Geno Smith's hands more, and you can lock this in if you're a betting man. I'll throw this at the end of the episode here. An interception, 0.5 for Geno Smith. He's throwing 1 or 2 in this game easy, and I like the Colts as my streamer play this week on defense. Thanks for rocking with me today. That is the end of the episode. That is my top 10 kickers, top 10 defenses, plus one streamer each, guys, to help you dominate in week 5. Remember, if you guys have any questions, drop them in down below. I'll answer them. It does not have to deal with defense or kickers. That's one of my goals, to help you guys out, to help you dominate this year in fantasy football. Make sure you tap that thumbs up on the way out, hit that subscription button, turn that bell on. Again, I'll be live tomorrow for the Start Sit show. We'll have the same show Sunday morning before kickoff. And then Friday, we'll do some drafts. We'll talk some fantasy football. Saturday, we've got a different show coming with my buddy Who Hames and Big Draft Energy there as well, which should be interesting. If you guys haven't checked out the Guys FF Discord, pinned in the comments, pinned in the description, all the bets we drop in there on drafters.com. Absolutely on fire with pick'ems this year. We're making money for the community like crazy. Make sure you sign up on drafters.com using promo code SLEEZ, SLEEZ. It'll match your deposit up to $100. And that's it for me in this episode, guys. I'm going to get my quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, hopefully out tonight or tomorrow. Again, I'm behind, but I'm going to try and crank it out for you guys so you guys can get all the rankings out there and get everything you need for week 5 here. That's it for me in this episode. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Sleaze Bomb out.